here's what we're gonna do. Do you remember Jumanji 2? Well, there's a game from that creator called Which Naruto Character Are You? Now, hold the fort. I'm not sure it has a lot to do with Naruto. I don't know. I have no idea. But this is from the maker of Jumanji 2, everybody, so... Here we go. Computer tip. Starting computer. I'm ready. It's almost Garfield. Hang in, Monday boy. Cough. Music. Uh-huh. So it's its own OS? It's good! There's MIDIs on here? This is exactly what I want. Listen to that sweet fucking instrument. Oh, MIDI banjos! You gotta be shitting me. This is already great. Oh, and there's trash too? This version of Computor was uploaded to cooltorrents.web by Tapesoft. Hit up your boy at tapesoft.itch.io for more sick files. Thanks for torrenting. Remember to seed if you like the files. There'll be codes here. Well, there's the, wow. Okay. Hey, sports. I remember this. Didn't I play this game? Or something similar to it? There was like a sport game that this dude made as well. There you go, look at those sports. Yeah. Ah, sport balls. Some of them are a little square. I don't know if you can see that. Like, that baseball was most certainly square. What the fuck? Stocks. Interesting, interesting. These are good graphs. Except the other graph, which is a bad graph. 50% of these graphs are good graphs. My new song, Untitled. Snake song. Okay. Whoa, whoa, I can't believe how many snakes are there. Wow, 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 it's interesting to think that snakes don't have hands. If snakes had hands, would they drive cars? Important. Wishes. No more mice or rats forever. Church on Sunday canceled every day. $10,000. Email. To my nephew, from email internet. Dear nephew, this is my first email which I am writing to you on computer. How are your studies? With every wish, your uncle from email internet. How to send email. Jeff's best try. Ingredients: gallon of milk, powders, French, small bowl, and hot oven. Combine powders and milk. Shake thoroughly. Separate milk and powders. Place wet powders in bowl. Preheat oven to good temperature. Hot temperature works best. Very specific. Place bowl into oven carefully. Add sugar, waters, or egg for extra taste. It's good. I like the egg idea. If you add egg to the powders, that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm ready for, the meme machine. Let's make a meme. I love to pass the football. When baby is like, I'm love to drink coffee. The face if math homework. My dad is at work. Vaping a good weed. The face if math homework. Who is online? Great work out there, boys. That feeling of great work out there, boys. I love to pressing the like button. I'm gonna save this meme. I'm gonna upload this right now. This is gonna be interactive. I don't know if you're ready for it. But here comes incoming link in chat. Just a moment. It actually saved the meme. So I'm gonna get you some fresh, spicy ones, okay? You just give me a second here, I'm gonna get them for you. Fresh, spicy meme up there. Served fresh. Okay, hang on a minute. Now this is a meme worth saving as well. It me. I love to pass the football when baby is like math homework. Remember, always tell truth. Remember, Burger King, Big Burger, 99 cents, good meme. That feeling of always tell the truth. Who is online? Great work out there, boys. With the boys, great work out there, boys. When baby is like pressing the like button. Wow. I don't know, these memes... I love to pass the footbell. I'm not sure if I like these memes anymore. It's a very limited meme generator. I was hoping for more. It me, none girlfriend. My dad is at work, none girlfriend. That feeling of math homework. Hang on, hang on, hang on. We need just... It me, vaping a good weed. I want to do a vaping a good weed meme. When baby is like vaping a good weed. Here we go. Alright, good. There we go. Got those memes. Got them. Gonna post it to Twitter. Share that fucking shit. Alright, it's not copying. Having issues getting this on Twitter. I've decided I'm going to delete the tweet. I don't feel comfortable having this online. I deleted it. It's gone. Nah, I'm good. Alright, let's look. Which Naruto character are you? An interactive... A Funteractive Quizsperience. Which is most important to you? I'm Naruto. Which word best describe you? I can do the shadow clone jutsu. What? She looks at you confused. Like Naruto from Naruto, you explain. It's sort of his signature attack. It's just one of the things I have in common with Naruto. Not that I'm coming into this with any bias or anything. Also, listen, she yells, rudely interrupting you. I was summoned to the chamber of the Foreseer yestereve. She informed me of a vision she had seen- What the fuck am I reading?! You, my child, are to bring light back to the crystals and protect the realm. Should you fail, the Dark Wizard will rise and rain destruction on our world once again. She walks across. There's a small golden locket sitting atop her desk. She turns to face the window, holding the locket. You must head to Remus Steambrime at the armory. He will provide you with equipment. Depart immediately. I wish you luck, my child. Okay, but is this still part of the quiz? Is this still part of the quiz, the Naruto one? I feel like I'm in the wrong quiz. I haven't seen all of Naruto, so I don't know. Maybe not. She looks down at the locket and smiles. Someday all will become clear, my child. Okay, well that was a good and helpful response, you say, and leave the room having a confident understanding of the events that have transpired and will likely continue to transpire. You open the door. A gigantic man sporting a large beard and tiny eyeglasses rushes to greet you. I hear someone's going on a big adventure about crystals, he exclaims. Take a look around and choose your weapon. I want the sword. It's almost twice as big as you. The hilt is deep blue, with a red gem embedded in the pommel. Despite its size, it is comfortable to wield. Oh my god. Why? What is this? Just take your first steps. The gates crash shut. Oh cool, I'm leaving now for the crystal adventure, you yell to them. They don't seem to hear you even though you yelled really loudly. Is there... What does this have to do with Naruto? You make your way through the forest. You stumble upon a small stream. There is a tiny old man with a beautiful cloak standing in the middle of the stream with his back turned to you. Attack. You leap out of the underbrush and charge towards the old man, screaming. He quickly turns around and pulls a wooden staff from his cloak. Attack with sword. You charge forward, holding the sword out in front of you, also screaming. Before the old man can react, you collide with him, smashing your blade flat against his face. He falls over, and the stream slowly carries him away. You are pleased with the results of your first battle, and a little less worried about having absolutely no idea how to use swords. It probably won't come up again. At the edge of the forest, you find a small shrine surrounded by stone pillars. At the center of the shrine, a colossal purple stone hovers inches from the ground. You slowly approach the shrine in awe of its beauty. Wow, you think, this is... So this is what crystals is. So this is what crystals is! As you enter the shrine, you hold your hand out towards the crystal, but before you can reach it, a voice cries out. Hold it! Who would dare encroach upon my holy ground? You turn to see a snake man with arms standing behind you, pointing a spear in your direction. This is one serious snake man with arms, you think. Converse. Hi. Sorry to intrude. If you could let me through and not kill me, I'd appreciate it. I'm here on an adventure making sure that crystals don't make a bad wizard happen because I'm important. Ah, you aim to thwart the Dark Wizard very well, I leave you to it. May you have good fortune in your endeavor, the Snake Man with Arms says as he returns to the forest. Having dealt with the Snake Man with Arms, he should drive a car. You enter the shrine and approach the crystal. Despite its massive size, it's somehow floating weightless above the floor. Sorry. You place your hand on the surface. From deep within you can feel a strange, faint energy. It occurs to you that no one ever told you exactly what you're supposed to be doing with these crystals. Kiss. From somewhere deep in your soul, you know that there's only one way you're going to be able to do whatever it is you're supposed to be doing with these crystals. You can't remember ever feeling this nervous before. I never thought it would happen to me, you say to the crystal. You close your eyes and lean forward slowly. This is it, you think. This is the big one. The moment that your lips make contact with the crystal, it violently shatters into 1,000 pieces, which loudly fall into the ground of the shrine. You look around to make sure there was no spectators before quickly leaving the shrine. I think this is going well, you announce as you walk into the sunset. What does this have to do with Naruto? After traveling for a few days, you come across a small oceanside town. You ask around the town for information on the crystal. Location of the crystal, you learn it's located in a small island a few miles off the coast. You head to the docks, charter a boat, find a small rowboat that someone has left unattended and charter it. Chartering a boat is when you... boat. There's a dog. Luckily the waters are calm. You get the hang of maneuvering the small watercraft. You notice that there's a strange noise. There's a manner of sea dog following your boat. Seemingly standing on the surface of the water, it glides effortlessly. This was the wrong time to play this game. 4 AM reading, Vinny, is the worst Vinny. You're not gonna get good reading out of me at 4 AM. I did not know this was a text adventure. Attack dog. The sea dog is not to be trusted, you decide. You draw your sword and prepare a plan of attack. The dog is still floating towards you, motionless. Attack with sword. Sword in hand, you leap out of the boat to slay the dog. To your surprise, there seems to be some sort of object under the dog, which you were able to stand on. You close your eyes and take a stab at the dog. You manage to stab directly under its body between its legs, striking its tail. With its tail severed, the dog falls over. Still motionless, the object beneath you begins to shake violently and quickly rises to the surface, sending you flying back onto the boat. You land in the boat and see a gigantic fish-esque creature thrashing wildly on the surface of the water, the dog floating motionless beside it. You realize it wasn't a dog at all, but a sea mimic dog variant. You quickly pick up the oars and begin paddling before it can regain its composure and attack you. You arrive at the island and there's a bunch of shit that happens. You glance around, there's a crystal. You turn, the group of seagulls has landed on your boat and hoisted it skyward. You watch as they majestically carry your boat away. You can only imagine what sort of wild and crazy nest they must be planning to build with it. You make your way to the shrine, gazing in awe at the towering red gem before you. As you are deciding on a plan of action regarding crystals, though, a figure steps out from behind the pillar. "I've been waiting for you," she says menacingly. You turn to face her. Her armor, although similar to yours, is extremely worn and ragged. Her white hair reaches down to the ground. "I was once like you, young, naive, going on a crystal adventure. That youthful optimism only ended up getting me a one-way ticket to this godforsaken island." Were you trying to find out which Naruto character you are too? Dilbert character. Oh. Woof. "None of that matters anymore, though. I'm going to make sure you don't save the crystals, then the Dark Lord will return and end this world, and I'll finally be free!" She pulls out a staff and steps towards you. It's a beautiful wooden staff with strange, intricate symbols carved into its base. Embedded in the top is a red gem shaped like an eagle. Attack. She points her staff at herself and seems to be concentrating on something, determining to stop her from whatever strange magic she might be conjuring. You drive at her and slam that hilt of your sword into her foot. She yells out in pain and falls over. Hundreds of snakes begin pouring from her staff. They slither around the shrine for a while, eventually making their way to the beach. Some of them burrow into the ground, others disappear into the sea. "Yeah, that's snakes for you," she says as she lays on the ground holding her foot. Loyal to the bitter end. You really don't get it, but it seems like you won. There's the crystal. "Here goes crystals again," you think to yourself. "Kiss it." You look at the ground, blushing. Well, I guess if it's just you and me, and also that woman who was attempting to kill me. But she's over there, so mostly just you and me, you say, attempting to make conversation with a rock badly. You gaze into the crystal. As you lean in, you whisper, "I secretly hoped it would happen to me." Once again, as soon as your lips make contact, the crystal explodes and pieces are strewn across the island. The woman looks at you, clearly baffled and maybe a little upset. "It's called crystals," you say, "and it's beautiful, and get used to it." Having saved the second crystal, you begin preparations for your journey to the third and final shrine. You check your inventory and find that you have no thing. You look at the ocean surrounding you and realize you also have none boat. You sit down on the beach and hold your head in your hands. Morale is low. "Oh yeah, I guess you're stuck here now too," the woman says helpfully as she sits beside you. "I guess I didn't even really need to attack you in the first place." You look up to the sky. In front of you lies a vast ocean, painted brilliant shades of pink and orange by the setting sun. Do not give up. Refusing to give up, you desperately search your mind for a way to get off the island and reach the next shrine. Got it. You jump to your feet, struck with a sudden burst of inspiration. "I'll just swim to the next crystal. I have no idea where it is, but I think no matter what I do, I'll end up in the right place anyways. The quiz is deceptively linear." "Oh, alright. Well, good luck, I guess. I hope you don't die." You wave goodbye and sprint into the cold, cold ocean. As you swim towards the setting sun, you feel a surge of optimism. Having lost feeling in your arms and legs, you feel a surge of really, really cold and tired. You float on your back, hoping the current will take you to the final crystal. Instead, the current decides to take you to a massive whirlpool. You circle around it faster and faster until you are pulled into the center and vanish beneath the surface. As your vision begins to blur and you fade out of consciousness, you feel a strange energy envelop you. So which Naruto? It's almost time, child. That was convenient. As you slowly regain consciousness, you glance around trying to take in your surroundings. You find yourself in a large flooded cavern. Massive stalactites hang down from the ceilings. Rows of sharp-looking stalagmites rise up from under the water. You are on a large circular platform at the center of the cavern. In front of you is a ring of pillars at the center of which floats a giant blue rock. You pull yourself to your feet. That was even easier than I thought, you declare. Sometimes all you have to do is practically drown in the middle of a cold, uncaring ocean to get what you want. We'll see about that! Sorry, we'll see about that, says a voice that sounds nearly identical to your own. A strange figure surrounded by black smoke materializes in front of the crystal. They appear to be the same height as you, with the same body type, hair, armor, yet their features are difficult to make out as they are shrouded in an ethereal, shadowy substance. I know why you're here, I know what you want, but I won't let you win this time. Your pathetic little journey ends now. Your shadow self approaches, flee. You turn and attempt to run, frantically searching for an exit. As your eyes dart around the cavern, unable to find a way out, you hear your shadow self laughing from the center of the room. You turn to see them holding their arm out, and with a burst of black smoke, a sword identical to yours appears in their hand. With unfathomable speed, they lunge forward, stabbing you in the chest! They laugh as they pull the blade from you and kick you in the stomach, sending you tumbling across the floor. Your shadow self stands over you as you lay on the cold floor. Pathetic. You're a joke. To think an embarrassment like you is prophesied to stop the Dark Wizard. What a laugh! They kneel down in front of you and stare you in the face, and you try to stare them in the face back, but it's a little unnerving because their face is just shadow stuff. Not that you even ever cared about stopping them. I know why you're really doing this. You don't care about this world. You just want to finish this quiz and find out which dumb fictional character you are, so you can post it online and try to impress your friends as if they care about your garbage anime. As if they cared about you! You're an embarrassment, a joke, an absolute joke. As they scream, the walls of the cave begin to shake. A few of the stalactites crumble and fall to the floor, shattering loudly as you lay on the floor bleeding, as your shadow self throws a tantrum which threatens to collapse the cavern on top of both of you. You're just wasting your time desperately searching for external sources to bolster your pathetic sense of self-worth. All you care about is yourself and your ego. You're never going to find happiness. You'll just keep finding more and more quizzes. You'll never be satisfied. I hate you! In their voice, you can hear a sense of sadness and longing. You realize that despite everything, you and your shadow self might have a lot in common. You know that there's only one way to make things right. Tell your shadow self which Naruto character they are. You manage to pull yourself up. Despite the severe pain, your shadow self is caught off guard by your strength as you approach them. You look them in where their eyes would be if your shadow self had eyes and not just featureless face. You're Sasuke Uchiha. Uchiha? Sasuke Uchiha? What? You're Sasuke Uchiha! You're a powerful and intelligent, but sometimes overconfident. Despite your angsty and cold exterior, deep down, your greatest desire is to be appreciated and understood, like this site. And remember to share your results on Twitter. This can't be! Your shadow self stammers as they look down at their trembling hands and back to you. How can this— how did you— believe it, you say with a smile as they explode into a burst of black smoke. You have defeated your shadow self. You stagger to the center of the cavern, stand before the final crystal. As you gaze upon it, you feel the weight of all your decisions pressing down upon you. It has all led to this. Kiss it. You look the crystal in the eyes. I always knew this would happen to me. You say with a smile. You lean in for one final smooch. The final crystal shatters. The world goes dark. You have done well, my child. Through the darkness, you see a woman holding a golden locket, smiling at you. She holds the locket out for you, and you take it, pressing the small button on top to open it. A small piece of paper falls out and lands in your hand. You read, "I'm the wizard," winky face, in Comic Sans. The figure vanishes in a burst of purple flame, leaving you in total darkness. I owe it all to you, kid. Thanks to you, my reign has now begun. I will annihilate this world and build it my own from the ashes. A world for wizards, I'll call it. For your service, you shall be rewarded. Yes, as a token of my gratitude. I will kill you quickly. A column of fire erupts in front of you, and from it emerges a terrifying creature unlike anything you've yet seen. Its face like that of a snake, but with big horns. Its body like that of a snake, but with uncouth tattoos and a wizard's robe. Its legs like those of a muscular human. Before you stands Falami, the Dark Wizard, Snake Woman with legs. Falami, the Dark Wizard, Snake Woman with legs, raises her wizard wand and fires off a beam of dark red energy which hurtles towards you. In your weakened state, you are unable to do anything but close your eyes and wait for the end. The beam hits you square on the mouth. You feel a strange warmth in your lips as the beam is reflected directly back at Falami, the Dark Wizard, Snake Woman with legs, striking her in the leg. Impossible! This cannot be! The power of the crystals courses through your lips, which are now emitting a brilliant light. You can feel yourself being filled with the divine power of the ether crystal's love. You realize now what you must do. What you were always meant to do. Kiss the wizard. Your strength restored. You leap through the air. Falami, the Dark Wizard, Snake Woman with legs, fires another spell at you. But in her panicked state, she misses completely. She begins to scream incoherently. Channeling the power of the three crystals, you crash directly into Falami, the Dark Wizard, Snake Woman with legs, and plant a big old smooch right on her forehead. She lets out a final scream as she is consumed by a blinding light. You feel the crystal's power leave your body as Falami, the Dark Wizard, Snake Woman with legs, is once again banished from the realm. You are enveloped by a brilliant white light. The three crystals float around you in a beautiful crystal dance. You reach out to them and notice that your hands are becoming translucent. As you are bathed in the warm light of the crystals, you can feel yourself fading out of this reality. You blow them a kiss as you fall into a deep sleep. You are Girl Naruto. Watch out, boys. This Naruto is one of the hot mamas. Or, sorry, one hot mama. One of hot mama. She loved to hang out at mall and buy clothes. Save my Naruto. I hate everything. we go again. This is, so that's how you find out which Naruto character you are. You make your way back through the forest, eventually finding yourself at the edge of a familiar stream, an old man with long hair. Why is it that you have returned to this land? I want to get a different Naruto character. I thought maybe I could kill the wizard again. I'm just really loving all of this high-quality video game content. I just had to make sure I didn't miss a single word of this wacky adventure. I know what you mean, the old man agrees. The creator of Sports 2013 Final Mix down by 5, 20 seconds on the clock. Gamers beware, you're in for a scare, and Jumanji 2 Dark Jumanji has really done it again with this one. You both wink at the camera and give a thumbs up. As you continue on into the forest, you hear the old man yell, "Don't forget to tell your friend about all the amazing games at tapesoft.itch.io." Which Naruto am I this time? Exiting the forest, you find yourself back at the shrine which once housed the first crystal, the remains of which are scattered across the ground. The snake man with arms is sweeping up the shards of crystal when he sees you enter. He waves to you happily. Hey there, I heard you defeated the wizard. Great work out there. I know I acted a little combative earlier, but you really did me a favor by blowing up that big rock. Now that I don't have to be here all day guarding it, I feel like I can really forge my own future, and yet I feel a deep uncertainty plaguing me. What do you believe my true path to be? Become an independent game developer. The snake man with arms ponders the idea. I did have an idea for a game where your gun would grow bigger whenever you kill an enemy. Eventually the gun would be big enough that the player wouldn't be able to play anymore. It would be a metaphor about violence and the impact of your choice to do violence. I think you're right. That could be the career for me. The snake man with arms shakes your hand and happily runs off into the forest. The snake man with arms would go on to make over 30 video games. His magnum opus, Violent Gun Forever, would eventually sell 200 copies. Although he never achieved mainstream success, he gained a small but devoted following. Sounds good. I'd play that game. Big gun game? Yeah! Leaving the forest shrine, you make your way to the ocean side. There's the things, the seagulls, the sound of dozens of flapping wings. The bird taxi. Oh, the birds are back. This time they have a taxi for me. It's a bird taxi. Huh. It's pretty cool. After a short trip, the bird taxi drops you off at the island where the second crystal once rested. You enter the shrine to find the old woman sweeping up shards of crystal. What are you still doing here? Didn't you find out which Dilbert character you are? You ask. No, I decided that wasn't important to me anymore. I'm just gonna stay here and open up a hamburger restaurant. So what brings you back here? I want a different Naruto character. I'm hoping to get a different Naruto character, you explain. I didn't like the last one I got. So I thought I'd try again. But it isn't going like it did last time. You really ought to consider just letting that stuff go, she says. I let my desire for external acknowledgement of my Dilbertness rule my life, and all it did was get me stuck on an island for a really long time. I guess, but I just really want a good Naruto character, so I could show my friends. Well, I wish you luck in your journey. Like magic, the bird taxi descends from the sky to pick you up and continue your journey. You wave goodbye and get in. The bird taxi flies you far from the island to the middle of the ocean. Suddenly the boat stops and the gulls look at you expectantly. You look over the edge of the boat and see a massive whirlpool beneath you. Do you want me to jump in? I think I'm okay. We can go back now. I'm good for now. Thanks, though. The birds begin to screech and rock the boat wildly back and forth. You lose your balance and tumble overboard, falling directly into the center of the whirlpool. As you are sucked under the surface into the depths of the ocean, you see the bright yellow boat flying away. I just want a different Naruto character. As you slowly regain consciousness, you glance around, trying to take in your surroundings. You find yourself in a large, flooded cavern with massive stalactites, etc., etc. Shards of crystals scattered around the floor. You see the ring of familiar stone pillars. Lying at the center of the pillars is a black pointed hat. You pull yourself up and approach the hat. You realize it is the hat of the Dark Wizard. It calls to you. Ignoring every warning you have ever received about touching strange wizards' hats, you reach out and grab the hat of the Dark Wizard. The moment that you touch it, a shadowy substance shoots up your arm and begins to envelop you. You fall to the floor as a sharp pain shoots through your body. You can feel yourself being consumed by anger. You close your eyes and let out a scream as you are ripped from space and time. I am now become Falami. You open your eyes again and realize that the pain has subsided. The anger, however, still lingers. You turn around to see that the hat of the Dark Wizard has disappeared, but you are alarmed to find that the crystal has somehow returned. A loud crash on the other side of the cavern draws your attention. A familiar figure is laying on the floor. They pull themselves to their feet. You are overcome with immense hatred. It was even easier than I thought, they say. Sometimes all you have to do is practically drown in the middle of a cold, uncaring ocean to get what you want. We'll see about that, you say. You are Stepdad Sasuke. This Sasuke knows he can't replace my old dad, but I love him a lot. He takes me to soccer practice, and he got me a bike for my birthday. It took me a while to get used to having him around the house, but I'm glad he's here. He helps me with my math homework. I became the shadow guy. I was the shadow. That time. What's most important to you? Honesty. Wise. Just one more time. Go back in. Oh. No, there is no more. Huh. Well, that was an interesting game. That was an interesting game. Dear God. I like when I became the Shadow Ninja. But at least I know which Naruto I am now. I just want to make a quick meme. Real quick. Well, hang on, there's these. Free custom reptile enclosure. It is 4 by 4 feet and contain up to 7 small lizards. Not suitable for snakes, as there is a snake hole which a snake could easily crawl out of easily. I have found that lizards tend not to find the snake hole. Missed connection. I saw you at the local Albertsons grocery last Wednesday. I tripped over the Campbell's brand soup display and destroyed $75 worth of soup and soup merchandise. I don't want to see you again. Just please don't tell anyone. How to send email. How to send email to my nephew. Looking for gamer girlfriend. Hi, I'm looking for gamer girlfriend. My interests are PlayStation and Game Boy Color. I think Bubsy is funny and cool. Thanks. Grand opening. Martin Pizza, grand opening. Pizza, french fry, beer, the big TV, watch a game, East 11th next to Babbage's. Oh, I remember Babbage's. Math homework. I will do your moth homework. $2 per day. I can do fraction and long divide. Please be discreet. This is secret business. No police. Is that Ninja Dad Sasuke? Re-fishing trip. I have to cancel the fishing trip and I'm sorry. Okay, I've had enough video games for one night. Let's take a look at the art, please. Dear God. Sega tapes, you're insane. Fucking hell, I hope you enjoyed whatever that was. Let it end. So, yeah, that was Lizard Crate. That was that other thing. What was the name of it? Naruto quiz game. And, such is life. Life is now over. Love is over. Let's take a look at the art, shall we?